sun glory, with the Amazonia, there's a loyalty. Let the sun as Savior run as a faith, and let it to the who born along with your blood. Glory to the glory, right and not to form. Yeah, in the nation, honey, glory, glory, glory to the Father for making it is on forevermore. Amazonia, and the faith, you shall be blessed me. I choose the starting, that's the bush, the most of the endorsement nation.
Wow. Fellow compatriots, ladies and gentlemen, at long last, here we are in Buea. Here we are in Buea to celebrate the 50th anniversary of our reunification. As the English people say, better late than never. In fact, after a long period of preparation, we are finally glad to be here at this historic town of Buea, the town of legendary hospitality. I am glad to be in Buea, the bedrock of our reunification. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon.
If you are asking my personal opinion to keep Cameroon one must be divisible. Because it's a cliche that Cameroon is one and indivisible, because it's not true. Culturally, we are divisible. Language-wise, we are divisible. The law-wise, we have inherited that. So anybody who says Cameroon is one and indivisible is a fallacy. And so we would have to handle that issue very squarely and objectively. And that's what I call the truth. The truth must prevail. There is no doubt that there are people of both sides, that cherish their heritage. And the only way of keeping Cameroon together is to respect the respective heritages that we do have.
Hello, welcome to another episode of My Take with me, Mabi. So, this month of March, the month where they choose a day for celebrate women. They call it the International Day of Women, and that was March 8th. So, I want to take this opportunity to talk about one of my most favorite hero, when a woman, a name na Harriet Tubman. I will talk more about this woman so that we go understand why I choose this woman. I will use this woman where we fight revolution or abolition of slavery for America, for relate for our own fight for Ambazonia freedom. Before I go talk more about this woman, I want to touch a little bit about colonialism and imperialism. Sometimes we fight this fight and people, they still get question in their mind, why would they fight for free Amazonia? So I will start by talking about colonialism. What you mean by colonialism? Colonialism usually is a relationship between maybe two parties, two countries sometimes, or another country encroaching in another country. Sometimes between a majority and a minority, most often. And colonialism, now when another nation, like we get La République de Cameroon, they subjugate, they exploit another nation with a La République, like another nation with Ambazonia. So La République de Cameroon, they exploit Ambazonia often by forcing its own language, its own culture, its own values, its own system of ruling on another nation. That's what La République de Cameroon did do for Ambazonia. So, again, we understand, say, Ambazonia be a nation on its own, La République be a nation on its own, and then they come together for form one union. La République de Cameroon are the majority Ambazonian are the minority, so they subjugate we, they exploit we by forcing their own values on us, as I say, their own system of governing on us. Sometimes to this country, they want claim for be like the superior people to the other people. Of course, for subjugate people, you get to make them feel inferior. You cannot have two people trying to be superior. Then you're not subjugate. It's difficult. It will be difficult for you to subjugate them. So they try to make we be inferior, them superior, so that they go subjugate we. Now the same thing with white man be do for we. When the British they become, French become Germany, they be colonize we. They exploit we. They force their own culture on we. They force their own value system on we. They make we feel inferior while them be superior. That's colonialism. And that's what La République de Cameroon they do for we. Imperialism. Imperialism most often they go hand in hand with colonialism. Most often people they need to colonize you for no reason other than to exploit you and exploit your resources. So when they exploit your resources, your economy, your political system, you know, France, they influence our political system. That's imperialism. La République de Cameroon, they exploit our resources, imperialism. So I want to make you understand which it is to what's the mean. And I think that will happen. For we, which they give us the reason why Ambazonia, they want to be free. When somebody colonize you and they use imperialism on you, wait to be the outcome. They take away your land, we'll see like Limbe and Boya. La République de Cameroon don't almost take most of the land in this area by using their governing system for take this land from the people. I hope many people them around this area they will recognize it, they don't lose their land. They take away your mind, brainwashing. They teach only their own system of governance for you. They talk about their own heroes. They talk about their own language. They talk about how better they are. I think most of we be hear how some thing become up on social media where some person they even talk say woman for Northwest the dirty or those kind of things, try to make themselves more superior. They mind wash, they will brainwash you for things that you be an inferior person. So they take away your mind. They take away your culture. How many people do you realize now say SDO that they even want choose who will be our own chiefs, who they will be our own funds. Now think them that way, they don't start do for you, and they will change your culture. With time, you get to adopt to their own culture. They take away your education. You must learn the La Republic system of education. Maybe the kind of education we want to do. If we remember, all of this uprise, we start from the fact, say, they want take over, they take over our education, they take over our law system. So that's what colonialism and imperialism they do for we. Under this topic, I will talk about many rights of that way I don't see where we Amazonians who they fight for this free land with the right why we they fight. Some people that they argue say marginalization not be any reason for fight. Bad roads not be any reason for fight. Lack of basic needs, water, air, safety, not be any reason why we fight. The only reason why we fight now because they be combined La Republique de Cameroon and Amazonia in a federation system, and then as a one country, and then that be broken away. I don't know why we they argue, why we they fight. Both reasons they be important. Why I say both reasons they be important, I will use an example of marriage as an example. A man and a woman, they decide for marriage, come together, they get picking them for this relationship. They born picking them plenty for this relationship. The man, they beat the woman. The man, they curse the woman, rat, cockroach, dirty thing. The man, they kick the woman. It keep the woman in poverty. I leave one part. This man no be don't go for this woman, their family for go pay money or for go do the marital rights. But the woman still decides say he go stay with this man no matter what. After all, we don't get picking them. He don't do all this bad thing them for this woman. Every day they live with wounds them and every evil thing. The woman wake up one day, he say, I don't tire. I want break this relationship. When they ask the woman why you want break this relationship, the woman say, I want break this relationship because my man a bad man. He beat me, he kick me, he leave wounded for my skin, he keep me hungry. And after all, he no be don't even pay money for my head. He no be don't even do the marital right on me. So I want me this marriage be annulled. So the people that go to argue say, well, the main reason why you want to break this marriage now because you know we don't first pay money for your head. And then another people they say, no, now because CBDBT. Both reasons they be important. Why I say both reasons they be important, now because if this woman be there with this man, he don't born picking it with this man be the treat him very well. Give him money, may go market, go buy chop and cook am. Buy fine wrapper. Laugh with you all the time. They be happy. Tell me, you think say this woman go and leave this man? Every relationship be based on respect and love. So I go repeat. If La Republique de Cameroon and Amazonia, they be get respect, love, good moral code in which they treat each other, we're not for this place who did it. So whatever the reason we are fighting, it's both marginalization, poverty, and we were not even one country in the beginning. So not the so tell me about this reason. Say after all, Yaoundé Douala to dirty. After Yaoundé Douala to get bad roads. If they no one fight for fix their own condition, me where I become for this relationship way, I no even need for day. I want changer. We'll go back for Harriet Tubman, my hero. So why I choose Harriet Tubman for talk about it? Harriet Tubman, it will be an American abolitionist and social activist. What did they mean by an abolitionist? Harriet Tubman fight slavery for white man country. So, and also social activists, he helped a lot of slaves. This woman, they be born for March 1822 to he died for 1913 after doing so much good work for slaves for America. His story, this woman, it be born to slave parents. The papa and mommy, they will be slaves. So of course, as they born into a slave. At the age of 13, a slave master, it throw a heavy object on Harriet Tubman after he do something. He threw a heavy object on him. The object hit him for a head. He's sick for so many days and months. And after that, he developed what they call epilepsy, seizure. That's the way you fall, you shake. Where it happen all through a life. But listen to his story. How great, how many things this woman do. Despite the fact say he be the fall epilepsy. That one no put it down. Say, oh yeah, after all, I guess I'm sick. I will just remain here like slave. Die like slave. He fight for free himself. And he fight for free other people. So, the first thing he do, I say, he escape slavery himself. It was not an easy road. For woman we get epilepsy, he fight, he escape slavery. And then after that, he helped a lot of other people for escape slavery. So he would use the north along the road to the underground railroad. So they would use underground railroad. We now for the consider that distance. Maybe they lead people then from the south to the north, most often to New York, where the north will be free. Slavery not be there for north, slavery be there for the south. So it lead them through this tunnel to their freedom. They say, books and say, he liberated more than 700 slaves in South Carolina. Some books and say thousands of slaves. Where this woman liberate. Great woman. So I will use Harriet Tubman's quotes for talk about how we feel, we women and also men, the way they will hear this program, feel use what this woman do for understand how we feel fight for liberate our own land and understand how we feel help other people them to win slaves them for the land of La République de Cameroon, or where they suffer because of colonization for La République de Cameroon and as well as for Ambazonia land. So the first quote where I will talk about it, the picture where they up, it is say, do not ever stop. If you want the taste of freedom, keep going. I will talk more about that later on. But for right now, I'm going to start with the first quote. It reads, I had reasoned this out in my mind. There was one of two things I had a right to, liberty or death. If I could not have one, I would have the other, liberty or death. So question, Ambazonian, if you want to choose one, which one you would choose? Now wait for your homeland. If any bee get upset, it should any Ambazonia we feel like say one shooter. If any be they be upset, they burn market if they want burner, or they burn your house if they want burner. If you have to choose, what will you choose? Liberty or death? Which one? For me, I would choose liberty. And I know most of you could choose liberty, not death. We get a lot of people them way that they escape the land now because of what did go on. The poverty in the land, the difficulties in the land, the struggle for freedom in the land, and that they escape as refugees to different countries. Most of them escape to Nigeria, Ghana. America don't create a way for most of our escape people, the way that they immigrate for America, for come be able for work and for stay for America. America not create this just because they sit down one day and they just feel say, oh yeah, immigrants that they come for Cameroon will help. Most of we fight for what they call and say TPS, temporal protective status or status. Most of we fight for it. Temporal protective status na a situation where America create where people the way they immigrate for here, they fit get paper where they fit work legally in America. Many groups they be fight for this, many activists, many of us who they talk, we fight before we get what we call TPS. But what I want to talk now about, we are people them, where they come, they get this TPS, Ambazonians them. They come for US, they file for TPS, they get TPS, they get their papers, and they shoot them for their house, they say that will not team. Shame on any person. We get the paper through TPS, say that will not team. Because you know for figure TPS, if that we are team, not be fight for you forget TPS. Even some people that come on now from La République du Cameroon too, that they claim problems for Cameroon that they get TPS. And them too that they should down. And Bazuzu. Again, I will see talk again. Now that we are team given a TPS. Same thing I hear some other activists there now that they talk say. Why would not we Ambazonia not accept special status? Why would not we accept decentralization? I want to ask you that again. If we not be fight, if we not be the talk as we the talk now, we not for even the talk about special status. Because I talk some people they say, I will not leave this thing them so. Why would not they fight it? So you want to take special status, you think they come off for that? Any fight where you fight for higher bargain, not be lower bargain. When you go for lower bargain, you get the lowest in the bargain. You fight from high. All man knows say for bargain for market. If you put the price low, you go get lower price. If you put the price high, you go get a better price. We'll not settle for special status. We'll not settle for decentralization. We fight for freedom of Ambazonia. We fight for separation so that we figure out our own future. Ambazonia figure out their own future, their own economy, their own political system. Not be handout. Talk to for immigrants and for South Africa. When I remember, see South Africans they be fight appetite. Because most of them are there for day. That one a team. We not even know what they happen for Ambazonia. I bet if all South Africans they be she don't sit down and think we not for day for their land now. Open your eyes. People they need to fight before they get a free land. Immigrants in Europe, same thing. Do not forget where you came from. All right, we go move to another part. We will talk about another quote from Miss Harriet. The second quote: I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. This woman said, if 3,000 slaves, if for free more, if only the people they be know say they be slaves. True statement for Ambazonians. Only few people they fight for free Ambazonia. The rest they shouldn't they fold their hand. And the rest now because they don't know they are colonized. They don't know what they have lost for all these years that they've been colonized. They don't know how they are picking them. They don't go for college. They still there for house with them. No job, nothing. They don't know, say, they be held down by the fact say they be colonized. I wish they be know. If they be know, this Ambazonia freedom will be short. Our leaders, elites, the funds, the parliamentarians, the senators, they still not understand. Say, if we get a land of our own, and they are still fund senators and so on, they will have more powers, they will have more freedom, they will be able to make their own decision instead of these crumbs and what they give them for under that table. They don't know that they are slaves. That's why they cannot be freed as yet. I get some other statement the way I get woman, them way they married for La République du Cameroon. Ambazonia woman married for La République du Cameroon, or Ambazonia man we married woman for La République du Cameroon. Now another argument that some people they bring up. They say, "Una want to do it." My goodness, the argument not even makes sense. Now, how many of our women they be married to Nigerian men? We don't call Nigerians so they can't join with we because we married for them. How many women they married for Ethiopian, Kenya, and so on? We don't call them they can't join with because we married for them. Because you married out of your country, not necessarily mean say we now must be one country. Actually, you gain something, so when I will get two countries, you begin to be La République du Cameroon citizen as well as Ambazonian citizen. And also, if you marry La République du Cameroon woman or La République du Cameroon man, and they not see your plight, and they not see why you fight, then I think you never paint the picture for them, for understand. Because you need for explain for that your spouse why you think say you get to fight. A bad marriage, like the one way we get them with La République du Cameroon, or bad Njumba relationship, is divisible. When married on bad, and you know if you fix them, either one person will suffer for that marriage, die early, or you make that decision, say, I want happiness, and you fight and you get out of it. How many people, Ambazonians, they know say they be colonized? How many of them know say they miss a lot of opportunities for that country because they not be consider them, Ambazonia, as important or valuable citizens for go for ENAM, for go for medical school, and then you get to go for diaspora. How many of you they go for diaspora for that reason? Are you colonized or not? Next statement. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Martin Luther King was a dreamer. Malcolm X was a dreamer. So they fight and free Black Americans for this country and end slavery. We get a lot of other abolitionists way I will talk about in another program. So again, in the talk say, you get to get somebody with a dream for fight so that that dream will come true. Dr. Ayabacho, the nationalists. Now, personally, we don't fight this revolution for many, many years. He's a dreamer. And he need other people then for can dream with him for a free Amazonia. Some people then say that dream get to die. If the dream of Martin Luther be die, you for for America. We get late Thomas Sankara, a dreamer. We get Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, a dreamer. We hear now, Burkina Faso is one of the fastest growing economy in Africa. If you know a dream, Burkina Faso for be what he be now. Tanzania president, late President Magufuli. Pierre Lumumba, they always talk about that Magufulification of Africa because of the great work he do for Tanzania. He dreamed and he developed a line. So we get dreamers them for free Amazonia. Make we join them. Use all the strength we have for make that dream for come true. So that we all, if we get a free homeland, even if you want to stay for white man country, fine, but you get a homeland where you feel go visit. And that's Amazonia. With free economy, a political system that is good, good roads, food, air, safety, basic needs be available. Okay, we get our next statement will be made by Miss Harriet. If you hear the dogs, keep going. If you see the torches in the woods, keep going. If there is shouting after you, keep going. Do not ever stop. Keep going. If you want a taste of freedom, keep going. Amazonians, I think we don't hear this woman with he talk. When this woman be the lead slaves them through the tunnel, nothing say the slave master be just shit on. He say, oh yeah, if you want to escape through the tunnel, we not escape. The slave master be, they chase them with dogs, with guns, with all kind of things. Chase them for make sure say slaves do not escape. But Miss Harriet Tubman, it take these people them through a tunnel. The people that they hear how dogs at the back, that they hear how gun that they shoot. They shoot some of them. Many of them, they shoot them. They hear how some people that they die, how some people that they cry. Wait he talk. Keep going. Keep going. If you want a taste of freedom, keep going. It happened for Amazonia. Bees that they shoot many, that they die. There is hunger. There is sick refugees. There are lots of them who are becoming refugees. That they leave their homeland. Situation be dying and difficult. If you want a taste of freedom, keep going. If you turn back, you lose it. Same with those slaves and for that tunnel. Anytime that any slave be turned around, because it fear the dogs, it fear the guns, they either kill it, because first he made the attempt for escape, or they hang it as an example. We see what bees that they do for our people when they capture them. They hang you as an example. The way a master, they make sure say his slaves they no ever rise up again. Now for disgrace you, make you feel very inferior, kill you, tear your clothes, expose you naked, degrade you as much as possible, so that the others will be afraid. Not be something we will not know. Not be new thing. These don't happen for multiple years with different situations. Keep going if you want a taste of freedom. That's what the woman talk. We will go to the other statement where he make up. All right. My paper don't mix up. Okay. We would rather stay in our native land if we could be as free there as we are here. Of course, many of we know say we go rather stay in Amazonia. How many of we go through the whole road of going through Mexico, waka inside bush, some then die for road. Go through Brazil, go through all kind of places just for come for white man country. Obviously, if there was there were jobs in that country, many people then will stay home. If there was safety in that country, many people that will stay home. If you have all the things where you need, many people that will stay home. We would rather stay home free than to go to another man's land. Now I have been free. I know a dreadful condition slavery is. I know a dreadful condition slavery is. I have seen hundreds of escaped slaves, but I have never saw one who was willing to go back and be a slave. Yeah, what did this woman talk? Now we don't be free after he escaped himself through the tunnel. Now he understand what it mean for lose your liberty. And he tell you again, say, he never see any slave will gain a liberty and you ask him, say, may he go back for slavery. Even if he be the chop 10 meals a day, he go back. Free homeland, Amazonia. When you go down free, ask many people if they want to unite again with another country, they will tell you, no. I would rather be in a free land as a free man than for be colonized by another people. Than for be colonized. I would not. On that day, so they talk about the people, them way I hear them, they want she down for back, tie their hand, she down. I say, when I don't take that when I fight go with them for China, see whether the China government feel help or not. When I don't take that fight go for Russia, see whether that Russia government if feel help or not. You want give up one colonization for another one. First, France colonized. With Britain they colonize we, they leave. La Republique colonize we, they leave. You want to take Russia. You want to take China. Is that because you're weak? Is that because you're coward? Or why? You think so? You want to give up one colonizer for go choose another one. Every fight needs the person for fight, that fight. Every fight needs you who wants to be free to fight it. That brings me to Israel Pound's statement. A slave is one who waits for someone to come and free him. Would you wait for somebody for come free we? Is that what we're doing? Waiting for someone who can free we. That one will be a tall order. especially with the way the world is now. All man they look into their own country for make sure see their own country be safe. International community, this and that. You get to fight for that freedom. Or else we will continue for the worker through the Mexican bush, Brazilian bush, and empty out the country for be in another man's country, and we'll always be immigrants in another man's country. We need to fight for our own freedom. Nobody is coming. You have to fight for your freedom. Now the reason that way they put up liberation tax, not even a lot of money, not even sometimes reach the amount of money most of we take for go buy hamburgers with our children them for McDonald's. They say pay this money for liberate yourself. Someone they still sit down, they sit down nothing. Even plus one way you get TPS, they sit down nothing. That way a thing now for free your land. Even if you did for diaspora, you still get cousins and brothers and for home. You want them to be free. So that them too, they figure their own job. They not go shut down every time they get fever. They get headache, they call you for one man country. And then you dey cry. Oh, I get too many people there for support them. If you fight for freedom, teach a man to fish. Not this also give a fish. Because then you get to provide fish for all the life. Many of we want hide behind charity. Oh, I did do charity. You did do charity now. Who then will fight for freedom? Can't we do both? You know if you do charity and then as well as you fight. So who you think they go do fight? And then you do charity? Sometimes I think say some of these people they think na religious reason. Oh, me I no want fight. Because even in the Bible, there were a lot of wars for freedom. There were a lot of wars to free people. And they began to fight. All the prayers in the world no go help anybody. He just shut down and then he no fight. It will not help. All right, we go to the next quote. God's time is always near. He set the North Star in the heavens. He gave me the strength in my limbs. He meant I should be free. So, revolutions, many revolutions, we don't hear, they take number of years before it happen. And sometimes people, we all question why it takes so long. Sometimes it takes so long because we sit back and we wait on someone else for do the work for we. We only go pray for church because we think God just get to do them for we. That part we get to understand. Anything where you want achieve for this world, whether not school where you go for school, you get to read book. If you really just go now for church, go pray, and then you go pass exam. All we for the do the same thing, we're not for the read book. God give we free choice, freedom for make choice. Means say he need we for make that effort for make the choices. He need you for take a step forward while he guide you. Not be for sit down for one place and then you pray. God has to guide your step. So we get to get up and fight for this freedom on our own. You go pray for God, make He give you the strength. And He go give you the strength for fight. For make sure, say, you succeed. A dream does not become reality through magic and prayers only. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. If you just dream every day, say, I want to become a big businessman or an entrepreneur, you have to start from somewhere. You do the work, you pray, you do it diligently, continuously, with determination, with certainty, with intentional, for you for become that great businessman. No businessman just wake up one day, go for church. He pray, and then he become a big businessman. It takes sweat and determination. It takes failure and you rising up from the failure to succeed. It takes hard work for you to succeed. Ambazonia revolution will not be different. Ambazonia freedom will not be different. It will take we prayers. It will take we sweat. It will take we determination. It will take we hard work. And it will take we some failures and setback for it to happen. Overall, the word for this is determination. And the next word for it is success. Determination leads to success. Again, I talk about liberation tax. Pay your liberation tax if you want Ambazonia to be free in a shorter time. It takes money for many things to be done. We all know. Poor man, they always struggle. When you get money, when you do things, you can do a lot. Also, you can even save other people a lot. Your liberation tax will you pay. Now the same thing way it go do, like it go help this person where you give it charity for rise up faster when we don't get a free land. And this person will be free, forget your own job, forget your own business, forget your own company, forget the food where you go eat coming from that person's own sweat and hard work, not just your little charity where you give out. Vengeance is for God. Do not fight for vengeance. I talk this for all of we Ambazonian fighters, revolutionaries, activists, leaders. Do not fight for vengeance. Vengeance is for God. Fight for justice. I do not support vengeance. I support justice. They are not one in the same. Person we fight for vengeance, they always make a lot of mistake. Lots and lots of mistake. Because you just fight without any reason why you fight, but because you be angry. An angry person doesn't think. Your brain not the work when you be angry. Your nerves are not the fire well. The person way he say, I leave vengeance for God. All our soldiers the way they don't be killed unjustly in the land. All our innocent people, the way they don't be killed unjustly in the land. All the houses, the way they don't be burnt unjustly in the land by bees. Both La Republic of Cameroon bees and some of our Ambazonian brothers, the way they think safe for small money, they can do what they want to do for survive. We leave the vengeance to God. We seek justice. Amazonia and Cameroon and La République de Cameroon were two countries that were put together. Now we say we want to have our own country. That is justice. There is nothing there but just that. Justice, separation. You keep your country, I keep my own country. To this, I will talk this for our Amazonian brothers and sisters. The dead cannot cry out for justice. It is a duty of the living to do so for them. All the Amazonians, the way they don't die, they're not going to be able to fight this war again for we, or this freedom, or the fight for we. All they ask, now say, make we fight them for them. For sure, say they not die for nothing. They die for a reason. And the reason not be special status. The reason not be decentralization. The reason be simple. Separation. Give we back our land. Move into your own land, which is La République de Cameroon. Stop exploiting Amazonia. Stop stealing the resources from Amazonia. Go build your own country. We too go build our own country. With this, I will say, justice will prevail. Amazonia will be free. God's time is the best. I will end this for talk again about the last part of where my favorite lady we talk. I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. If only we knew we were being colonized and how much we have lost. If only we be know. If only many of we know. It will be easy for separate Amazonia from La République de Cameroon. I hope many of we go listen and understand this program. Thank you again for watching this program. Bye.
If you're asking my personal opinion to keep Cameroon one must be divisible. Because it's a cliche that Cameroon is one and indivisible. Because it's not true. Culturally, we are divisible. Language-wise, we are divisible. The law-wise, we have inherited that. So anybody who says Cameroon is one and indivisible is a fallacy. And so we would have to handle that issue very squarely and objectively. And that's what I call the truth. The truth must prevail. There is no doubt that there are people of both sides, that cherish their heritage. And the only way of keeping Cameroon together is to respect the respective heritages that we do have.
Another form. Yeah, in the nation of glory, glory, glory to the Father for making nation is on forevermore. Amazonia, and the freedom, you shall bless me. I Jesus Sabi, Stabur, the most of the endorsement nation.
Wow.
Fellow compatriots, ladies and gentlemen, at long last, here we are in Buea. Here we are in Buea to celebrate the 50th anniversary of our reunification. As the English people say, better late than never. In fact, after a long period of preparation, we are finally glad to be here at this historic town of Buea, the town of legendary hospitality. I am glad to be in Buea, the bedrock of our reunification. History has not forgotten that Buea was the headquarters of West Cameroon. History has not forgotten that Buea was the capital of southern Cameroon.
Welcome to ACN.